Many of you guys know that I am currently in a season of transition with my routine. I am trying to readjust my routine to try and figure out what's going to work for me at this stage. So I am doing certain things that typically I wouldn't necessarily do, for example, using heat. I typically have not been someone that advocates for heat and have not used heat for my hair or on my hair for a while because I believe that long-term heat does not benefit the hair. However, I am at a stage in my life where I'm trying things out to see what's going to work with my needs. And I don't judge women based on the decisions that they make for their hair because everyone is at a different place in their natural hair journey. So sometimes we get so caught up on length retention and healthy habits, healthy hair habits, so much so that it becomes frustrating, inconvenient, and not even practical for us to take care of our hair. So I decided to try some heat out 2 months ago, and that's pretty much blow dry my hair and flat ironed it and wore it like that for 6 weeks. The intention was to put it into a protective style, to detangle well, to have it stretched, and to not wet it during the long-term protective style so that when it comes to taking down my hair, a few months later, I wouldn't have too much of a struggle. Unfortunately, I was not able to get someone to install my long-term protective style. That's number one. One of the other reasons that I was stretching my hair was to wear my hair out more, to enjoy my length, my fullness, etc. And it's funny, but even with straightened hair, like heat stretched hair, I was not able to wear my hair as much, and I didn't wear my hair as much, maybe 5 times within that 6-week period, which defeated the purpose of using heat in the first place. While my hair was heat stretched, I also realized that it actually still needed a certain level of commitment. And I had to do certain things, for example, wear a silk scarf to bed or detangle quite frequently in order to keep the hair stretched, particularly at the roots. Braid it often, to make sure the roots were stretched as well. And for a couple of weeks, I was not able to do it, and my roots reverted. The tangles came through. I was not able to actually brush or comb the hair at some stage, and ended up just leaving it alone towards the end because it wasn't practical. The maintenance wasn't there to keep the stretched style, if you know what I mean, which defeats the purpose of why I was using heat in the first place, which was to obviously wear my hair out more, but also have an easier time managing it. I think this routine will probably work maybe for someone who is not a mother and they can actually attend to their hair more often. But I can go for weeks on end, 1 week, 2 weeks without even thinking about my hair because life is lifing, right? You're running short on sleep, you're trying to manage the house, the baby, naps, etc. So this is probably the last time I'll be blow drying my hair for a long time because I've realized that heat is not working for me at this stage. I did not end up enjoying my hair as much as I wanted to out. It was still in braids or I was still wearing my turbans. The process of blow drying my hair, I don't know if you can tell, but in this video I'm borderline frustrated because it's just taking a long time for me to stretch the hair. And I am using high heat, but to get the roots really straight sometimes and tangle free, it takes a bit of effort. And yeah, I was feeling a bit frustrated with this process, number one. And number two, also just the idea of having to do my whole head of hair in one sitting, I think is another problem that I'm finding I can't do. Detangling my hair, etc., and also the effort of having to keep my hair stretched, as in water free. Do you know what I mean? Like when I go into the shower, I need to cover it, that kind of thing, is also an added commitment or effort that I am finding is not going to work very well for me at this stage. So I found myself missing my twisted natural days, which was 2 months ago, when I would just pretty much rotate twists at my own pace, stress-free, etc. I didn't necessarily like how I looked all the time, but I didn't have stress of detangling and stress of having to complete my hair in one sitting. So I find there's a few things that I need to figure out and actually nail when it comes to discovering a routine that works for me. Number one, I cannot detangle my hair in one sitting. Absolutely cannot do it. Not only do I not have the time, I don't have the patience for my full head of hair. Maybe it's motherhood that's doing this to me, I don't know. But I can't detangle or handle all of my hair at once. Number two, I need something that I can do now, come back to, do now, come back to, so I can kind of be in the process of it, but still able to wear my hair, of which my twists were working well. Number three, I need something that I look good in. So I want to look good in my hair. The reason why my mini twists were not working that well was because my hair was frizzy quite a lot of the times. And I didn't necessarily like looking like that all of the time. So it was tricky trying to figure that out, but maybe I can go back and find some ways to make it work for me so that I like my twists and I'm able to wear them more often. And number three, I want something that will still allow me to retain my length. And as you can see right here, I'm just going through the ends. I'm frustrated with this pebble brush because it doesn't seem to be doing its job, but honestly it's just, you know, that's the nature of trying to blow dry natural hair. It can be a little bit tricky. I find a lot of people are not really keen on seeing the process of fine-tuning a routine. They want the finished product and they'll call you confused, indecisive, you know, you don't know what you're doing, whatever. But I've always told myself that I'll keep it 100% transparent here for you guys in case you're going through something similar, so you can see the process. And I'm going to share everything with you guys regardless of what people think. And I'm going to be using the elimination method, as you can see, to decide, you know, what routine is going to work best for me. And as you can see right now, I am eliminating heat. Like, heat is not it. I don't enjoy the process of actually stretching my hair. I don't reap the results as much as I thought I would. Maybe if, like I said, if I was in a mom, then it would probably work. I'll probably wear my hair a lot more out and wouldn't mind the constant consistency required, I guess, to keep it stretched. But as a mama, I really need something that doesn't need that high commitment, if you know what I mean. So I'm not saying I'll never use heat again. I will, particularly if I want to protective style, right? But as a regular routine, I know this is not something that's going to work very well for me. I am considering going back to my twists and maybe making them larger, maybe utilizing a bit of gel to get the style in a state where I'm comfortable wearing it out, maybe switching up between twist with my real hair versus twist with kinky twists, which I've tried before in the past, but probably need to fine-tune that routine, because you guys know that I'm not good at braiding my own hair, so I actually need something that I can do myself, of which this heat intention didn't work because I didn't find anyone to install my weave that I wanted to do. Girl, the struggle is real. So this is where I'm at, guys. Heat is not the answer for me, and I've discovered that there's particular things that I need to accomplish in order to have a satisfactory, appropriate routine for my natural hair. Comment below, let me know what you think. Obviously, you know, share your thoughts as usual, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye.